Hello, my friends. So if you're a rational human being, you probably wondered once in your life, what would it be like if I slid down the side of a volcano on a piece of wood? Well, my friends, if you've wondered this, and you most certainly have, let me tell you all about it. Let's take a trip back to Nicaragua. If you're going to Nicaragua, or Leon in Nicaragua, you're probably gonna hear about volcano boarding, which is something basically everybody does when you get to this part of Nicaragua. You hike up a volcano, you get on a piece of wood with 10 on the bottom, and you slide down a rocky volcano side, and it's a lot of fun. So as I said, Leon is the city in Nicaragua where you're going to have your base camp to do this. So if you're in any other place, like I was in Granada, you're just gonna catch a bus to Leon. It'll probably take you through Managua, and you'll get dropped off in Leon.
For the history.
Can't really see what's going on here, but we are packed down into a bicycle because the bus didn't take us all the way
Lovely,
to the bus station. I guess they'll get a little bit extra off of us, huh? Well, that little ride didn't last long because he decided to run into that. Now we have a flat, so we gotta find another way to get there. Where I set up my tour was the Big Foot Hostel. This place runs tours to Cerro Negro, which is the volcano that you're gonna slide down. So they're pretty well established. It's a good hostel, kind of a party hostel, to give you an idea of what it's like. Elena, this is your first hostel?
That it is.
What in the world?
Cheers.
What do you think?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Good experience.
Guess who else is here? Teresa y Lucy. She's here. But they've been running this tour for a long time, and it'll cost you about $25 to $30 a person to do this. You don't have to stay at that hostel to do the tour from that hostel. You could just walk up to the front desk and have it set up. Say you're staying in a hotel or something like that. But this is the tour I personally did, so this is the one I'm going to talk about. So first things first, they'll get up early in the morning, they'll get everybody together, and then they'll take you to their tourist shops where they make t-shirts, custom t-shirts and things like that, and kind of try to sell you some items. You'll visit this place on the way back. It's cool. They kind of show you how you can make t-shirts or how they make custom t-shirts, and they try to emphasize the fact that it's like, I don't want to say organic, what is the term, you know, reuse materials that they make the shirts with, and it's you know, eco-friendly and things like that. They kind of walk you around this place, you meet the staff and stuff, they show you their inventory, and then you'll get bussed out to Cerro Negro, which is the volcano that you're going to be hiking up and sliding down.
This is Cerro Negro. That is the name of this volcano, and it's the highest and the most active cinder cone volcano in the world.
I've seen people kind of talk about before I went on this that you need to wear like hiking boots and stuff to go up this volcano. Yeah, the terrain's a bit rough, but I wore tennis shoes, and I didn't have a problem whatsoever doing this. So I'm not going to personally say that you need to wear boots just to get up this volcano. I don't think it's that difficult, but you know, a decent pair of shoes should cover it for you. You know, they're not going to let you up if you're wearing sandals or flip-flops or something like that. The second thing is you're going to be carrying your board with you on the way up, and this board is basically, like I said, a piece of wood that has a thin sheet of 10 on the bottom, and it's very flat and a little wide. So there's two problems that can come up with that. One, you should be aware that you're gonna have to carry this whole thing up, so it can make you a bit tired. And number two, you're going to a volcano, so this thing is windy up top, so don't hold it against the wind because it will try to blow you off this mountainside. It is ridiculous how windy it gets up there, and how easily you could just be blown over the side, you know, like, I mean, it's not like a straight fall, but I mean, it wouldn't feel good. So let's talk about kind of things you want to bring. If you have a GoPro, bring it. You definitely want to capture some footage of this. It's especially if you crash, because it's kind of funny, as you'll see. They actually give you a shirt on this tour. It actually looks like this. So it's just a nice short sleeve shirt. So you're probably gonna wear that up. You don't have to, of course, but you can. And I wore this and there was no problem. Like, it's pretty windy up there, but it's not super cold, at least when I went, and I went in December. As long as you have a good pair of shoes, you should be fine. You're going to be using your feet to kind of slow down and guide yourself on this slide, so don't wear like the crappiest pair of shoes you have. Just wear a decent pair of shoes, and make note that they're going to get a little messed up doing this. But I don't personally think you need like hiking boots or anything like that. And of course you can bring your phone along with you and take pictures and things like that. If you have a GoPro, like I said, that's definitely helpful, or any sort of action camera. They are going to take pictures of everyone who slides down on the way down, and they're going to post it on their Facebook page. They get some pretty funny photos of you when you're sliding down, so you will have that. If you don't want to bring your phone, you know, you're going to get that at the end of the time. But I had to document everything. My GoPro did just fine. It was perfect. And you can also pay some of the guides to carry your board up if you don't feel you have the strength to do it or don't want to do it. They'll carry it up. You just give them like $5 and they'll do it for you. So they bring along some people from the local community every time they do a tour, because they know people will pay other people to carry the boards up. So you can do that, and it helps out the community. That's just an option for you. So the hike itself is about 45 minutes up, maybe an hour depending on your group. It's a pretty beautiful hike. I enjoyed every freaking moment of it. Like, other than almost getting blown off, like, it's just so beautiful up there. And I remember the guides telling us specifically, 1 hour up, 30 seconds down. So it's kind of true. You fly down the mountain, but the hike itself, the hour up, is just really nice. It's really cool, really relaxing. And when you're actually at the top, they show you how, and this is still an active volcano, if you just dig like a foot down, the soil underneath is so hot that like just touching it can burn you. Like, people will come up and bring food and wrap it in foil and like dig like a 4-foot hole and just bury it for a little while, and their food will be cooked. It's really interesting how the temperature changes so rapidly under there. Like, it's pretty cool. And like I said, the view is just spectacular. It is just beautiful. Like, you can see the volcanic ash and the forest kind of meeting up together, and that black and green contrast is just really cool with the blue sky. Like, it's cool. But yeah, let's just talk about the ride itself. The ride itself, it is exhilarating and at the same time disappointing. I don't really know how else to explain it. The ride itself is fun. It is super fun. It is like, if you do it right, and they'll show you 3 different ways you can do it: the slowest, the medium, and the fastest. I tried to go the fastest, but I couldn't keep control of my board, and I'll tell you why in a second. But it's very exhilarating. It's very fun. I think the problem is you get so many people up at the top that you wind up waiting so long that you're finally up to do it. Like, there's so much anticipation that it doesn't, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it doesn't like you're so amped up, like you're ready, and then you just do it real quick, and it was so short and fast that you're like, oh wow, like all that, and just for 30 seconds. It doesn't take away from the fact that it was still fun. Like, it was fun. The hike was beautiful. Like, the ride down is fun. But I think in your mind, you start to build up more of a oh, this is gonna be crazy, 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 and then you do it, and you're like, it was fun, but it wasn't like so exhilarating that I can't believe this is happening kind of thing,
Faster, Yelena!
That's it. It's over.
It's over. I wish we could go again.
Yeah, no.
I will say, before you get started, they suit you up in this big brown jumpsuit. I'm sorry, big orange jumpsuit, and they give you goggles, and you're supposed to put a mask on to cover your face, because it is just like rocks and volcanic ash that will be kicking up as you're going down. Well, my dumbass was trying to get this video right, so I wasn't paying attention. I did not put my mask on at first, right? So I'm going down the fastest way you can go possible. I'm flying down this mountain, and I'm having a good time as I'm realizing that there is just shit kicking up into my mouth the entire time. And I had like 2 choices. I could tough it out, or I could wipe out. And I definitely wiped out. Like, I was just like, fuck it, and just boom, and I hit the ground, and I did a couple rolls and tumbles, and man, it was crazy. Jumped right back on my board. It wasn't hurt at all. Those jumpsuits really do protect you. Put the thing over my mouth this time, and then I rode down the rest, and then this burnt out right at the bottom. It was fun.
went for the GoPro. Should have just let it go.
And at the end of everything, they track your speed so you know how fast you went. I think I got third in the fastest.
Michael, Dean. Let's see. 63, all right.
There was this girl who got the fastest, and then this guy who got it. And at the end, everyone got dunked with the water to celebrate the winners. And everyone gets a beer at the end.
Tonya.
Oh my God, cheers!
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, cheers. Cheers to the volcano.
This is one well-earned beer.
And it was cool. It was like a nice little camaraderie thing. Everybody was just happy and celebrating. It was fun. So after that, they'll take you all the way back to your hostel, and you have a choice if you want to go down to the beach area. They'll bus you down there, and you can hang out on the beach and drink and watch the sunset. Completely your choice. You don't have to do that. That was all right. The ride down there was a bit rough because they take you in those trucks again, and it's kind of, bumpy. Went down to the beach, had some drinks, had some food, hung out. It was cool. It wasn't anything like spectacular, but if you want to go down to the beach and watch that beautiful sunset, that sunset was amazing. Definitely do it. So summing it all up, would I do it again? Yeah, I would do it again with people. I wouldn't just like go off by myself and do it again, because once you've done it, you've done it. But I would love to see like my friends or my family like riding down this volcano and wiping out. It's fun. It's definitely worth it. I mean, $30 to do it, it's worth it. I think also the view alone on top of the volcano is just absolutely worth it. So yeah, I would do it again. I do recommend it. And if you've done it yourself, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about it. And plus, I still have this shirt. I did, it's a great shirt. Look at that. It's a great shirt. I love it. So if this helped you out, definitely comment below. Tell me it helped you out. Tell me how great this video was. The best thing you've ever seen. Like, subscribe, share if you know people going to Nicaragua and maybe they want advice on things to do. This was fun, so I do recommend it. And yeah, any other requests on topics about Nicaragua, I'll definitely do them. Just comment below. Like, subscribe. I love you. See you next time.
Thomas and Nick, come to Nicaragua, come join us. The real honest truth is we really love your brother Mike, and we just want to keep him here. We don't want him to leave, so you're just gonna have to come and join us.
We can pick you up, that's it.
That wasn't convincing at all. Hers is the best. She went. And Lucy.
Just come to join us. That's
Come
it.
to
Nicaragua is cheaper,
Oh,
nicer.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
not
yeah.
nice. Well, yeah.
Granada.
cheaper. Granada is
That
nicer.
is beautiful.
Mhm.
And you guys have to come back to Leon to do volcano. Yeah, volcano boarding. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna try it tomorrow, but I think it's gonna be good.
And it's been a funny day. We got in a little wagon. They were driving us here, and it just hit a bump and just. We all cried. It was fun. All right, come to Nicaragua, guys. They want you here.